Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Game time starting roughly around 6:30. 6:30 is the rough estimate start time for number 2 seeded North Platte High School taking on number 3 seeded Nebraska City. So stay tuned for that. We'll also have an announcement. I will be giving an announcement here, hopefully in a couple of minutes, of the next North Platte North Platte Community College men's basketball coach when I come back here. At 6:30 is the appropriate potential start time for the first round between North Platte High School and Nebraska City. Welcome back here, everybody. 6:30 is the official start time for North Platte High School. The number 2 seed taking on Nebraska City and the Pioneers, the number 3 seed. But I want to get on here to congratulate the new men's basketball coach for North Platte Community College, one Jacob Brandel. Will be taken over on the men's side. You can head on over to North Platte Post. We have a live stream up at the moment, or alongside North Platte Community College Athletics page to hear the introductory press conference for Coach Brandel, who will be taking over the men's program for North Platte Community College.
Video live stream at Norton and Wings. CT Computer Services. TAS. Bill Summers Ford. Puro Clean. And North Platte Public Schools.
East is North Platte High School, and the Bulldogs are taking on the boys varsity baseball action. North Platte High School match tomorrow to take on Gretna and the Pioneers. Nebraska City Preps, that's out of all the classes, and Kings from all the classes. And the C to be the second seed. Puro, one of the top teams in Class C, currently ranked third in power project, 9-3 Nebraska City. And the Patrol, some of the top teams like Malcolm, teams like Roncalli, one of the best teams, Waverly as well. So, and they do come locked and loaded, open right. AM 1410, and of course, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
24, everything you need in a blend. That's why
and he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. Owner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order.
Where do you go for wings?
Dave's Place.
Where do you go for pizza?
Dave's Place.
Pizza made from fresh dough, drink deals, and yes, the best pizza and wings.
It's Dave's Place.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM.
Welcome back here. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Ice Creamery Star Ting lineup. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones and bowls. Long trailer is available, so go on, get that outdoor trailer for you yourself. The Pioneers starting a lineup right here. Jesus Martinez at shortstop. He'll be batting from the one position from the one hole. Chase Van Winkle in center field. Who'll be batting in the two hole. Here today, he's batting in the 4-hole. Keston Holman at second base, he's batting 5. Jason Dallinghouse at first base, and his brother Camden Dallinghouse, he will be the designated hitter batting in the 9-hole. Now, for the last couple of weeks, not much has changed in the lineup, but they are. Ty Hanneborg at second base, he'll be the 2-hole hitter with Landon Garino on over at first in the baseball form in the 5-hole. Easton Jones will be back at his natural pier. I got Tyler Townsend, he'll be designated hitting at the 7-hole position with Race Morkey at right field. He's the 8-hole hitter. Conover at short for today for Polk, who's on the mound. And then Jackson Peters will be on over. AM 1410, and as always, a video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Drew is enjoying the new ice cream sandwich from Runza.
I like to call it a cookie hugwich.
Huh?
Because it's really just 2 fresh baked chocolate chip cookies giving some chocolate vanilla twist ice cream a hug.
Oh.
Like the ice cream got a little sad and the cookies were like, "Oh, come here, buddy."
Well, that makes it all better.
Diagnose your systems to ensure your hardware integrity. Secure in North Platte or call 308-53.
I'm Jared Remus with Jerry Remus Chevrolet of North Platte. Your new car.
Taking on Nebraska City and the Pioneers in District B-3 baseball. First round of District B-3 baseball. Again, number 2 seeded North Platte High School sitting at 6-10. This is going to be quite a game. First game ever for North Platte High School as a school in districts for boys baseball. Looking, well, I say a first-year school, but a school entering a program for the first year in making it to potentially a state tournament. Bulldogs have quite a ways to go still. Got to beat the first-round opponent and then make their way into the champ. Platte High School and the Bulldogs got to face the opponent that they see right in front of them. And that team, of course, is Central City and the Pine. A quick stop, always open right around the corner. Also, big shout-out and a big thanks to our other sponsors here for today's game. Dave's Place, Pizza and Wings. Find out more. 1510 East 4th Street. And then also Sandhills State Bank. Most committed brand and banking with locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, and many more. Head to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services and locations. So we're just making our way out to the field for the final time here today in the District B3 tournament. Again, Gretna East took on Ralston in the first game of today, the 1 seed and the 4 seed. It was Gretna East coming up with a 5-2 victory over the side of Ralston, and it was quite an interestingly fun game. A metric boatload of errors from either side. I think in grand total, 6 errors from either team were up on this game, which is that is quite interesting to see. So, even though this Gretna East squad broke the record for most runs in a singular game, I believe beating Omaha Buena Vista 40-1. Still not the the record you want to have if you're a Buena Vista fan, but the Bulldogs today need to, again, take care of business if they want to keep their season and their dreams alive. They will be taking on, again, here we go, Central City and the Pioneers in Game 1 of this district action. Again, on the mound will be one Jack Polk for North Platte High School. As we are just about to get things underway, it's Jesus Martinez who will be leading off for the side of Central City, Nebraska City, and the Pioneers. So far on the season for Jack Polk, when it comes to his statistics on the mound, he and Easton Jones, who have really been the main arms in terms of the starting role or the starting position for North Platte High School, have had a fantastic season overall. As we sit here for Jack Polk, he's 0-1 with a 3.26 ERA in his 4 appearances. Polk in his 19 1/3 inning has 11 strikeouts. He has not yet given up a double, a triple, or a home run, though has contributed or been a part of 4 earned runs that have come across for the side of his opponents, or in terms of just the totality of things and what's been going on. As we are now getting ready to rock and roll here, Polk finishing up his pitches. Jesus Martinez will be the first batter up for the Pioneers, with Chase Van Winkle on deck and Sloan Pelican in the hole. Man, talk about a nice name, Sloan Pelican. That's crazy. So here comes Jesus Martinez, as the Bulldogs will finish up their pitching rotation, and let's get some district baseball underway. Number 2-seeded Bulldogs, the home team, taking on number 3-seeded Nebraska City and the Pioneers. So far on the season for one Nebraska City when it comes to their hitting statistics, Jesus Martinez hitting .239 on the year, as he'll swing and foul that back for the first strike of this at-bat. It's strike number 1 to Martinez from Jack Polk. He'll get the sign from Dean McIntyre and load up for his second pitch on the way. Right down the middle there, strike number 2. Quick 0-2 count into the leadoff batter, Jesus Martinez. Bulldogs looking to start up on the right foot. The wind pushing from straightaway center towards right field, or from left to right. Not ahead, almost directly from straight center. The next pitch, well, that's below the knees to Martinez. Ball 1, it's 1-2 the count now. To the shortstop and leadoff batter for the Pioneers. As Jack Polk gets signing legs from Dean McIntyre. Here comes his payoff, 1-2. Swung back, right up, bounces off his leg. Picked up by Connor Stifler. He drops it. The throw to first. It's in time. Bounced off of Jack Polk's leg, then out of the glove of Connor Stifler, but it still worked out for the Bulldogs as they're able to get the first out of this inning. And with that one down in this top of the first, here comes Chase Van Winkle. Now up to bat. Van Winkle on the season hitting .286. does have 2 doubles to go along with his 2 RBIs. So Polk looking to put 2 up, 2 down quickly and set the tempo and the tone for this game. That first pitch is in there. Strike number 1 to Van Winkle. 0-1 now from one Jack Polk to Chase Van Winkle as he preps and fires his second. Off speed, slowly grounded on over to Easton Jones at third. The throw to first is going to be in time. Another easy ground out, this time from Easton Jones on over to one landing Greeno, and there is out number 2. A quick 2 up, 2 down for North Platte High School in this top of the first inning. Now here comes Sloan Pelican up to bat for the side of Nebraska City. This year for Pelican, .412 batting average in his 16 games played. Has 9 RBIs and 2 home runs to go along with his statistics. That first pitch is in there for strike number 1 to Sloan Pelican. So the count now sits at 0-1. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. 2 quick strikes to Pelican. Jack Polk looking for a quick 1, 2, 3, top of the first. He gets the sign he likes from Dean McIntyre. Now fires into his windup. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. A quick 1, 2, 3. Top of the first inning for North Platte High School. We're going into the bottom of the first. The Bulldogs tied up here with the Pioneers. 0-0. We come back. FM 98.1 AM 1410. Of course, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Are you or a loved one in need of medical equipment to improve your quality of life? Look no further than Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment. Their state-of-the-art and affordable medical products are specifically designed to return your independence. From manual and power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and lift chairs to walking aids, ramps, hospital beds, and bath safety products. They have everything you need to make your home a comfortable and safe place to live. They can even provide CPAP and BiPAP equipment and supplies, as well as oxygen equipment and supplies. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today.
With Sandhill State Bank's new upgraded cart management experience, you can now control your carts anytime, anywhere. The new features and added control allow you to prevent fraud like never before. Get increased transaction details, turn your cart on and off whenever you'd like, and report your card lost in an instant, all from our mobile app. More insights, more control, and more security for your banking experience. Bank local and go far with digital banking solutions that go wherever you go. Visit sandhillstate.com to learn more. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here to the side of Gretna East High School. North Platte High School is time to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. It's a 0-0 ball game. It was a quick 3 up, 3 down for Central City and the Pioneers in their top half of the inning. Can the Bulldogs respond with some better offensive production right here? Thank you to our half-inning break sponsor, Kevin McGann of the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann of the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other sponsors here for today's game, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings. To find out more, 1510 East 4th Street is that. First pitch from Zachary Hawley is in there. Strike number 1 to Caden Johnson. And now, next pitch is too far outside, ball 1. It's 1-1 to the center fielder, Johnson. 1-1. Swung on and missed by Joni there for strike number 2. It's 1-2 the count now to lead off this game. Hawley gets the sign from his catcher, Kingray, and fires. Well, it's in the turf, and it'll bounce away for ball number 2. It's 2-2 the count. Ty Hannaborg on deck with the Landon Greeno in the hole for the Bulldogs here. As Hawley likes what he sees and fires his 2-2. That's too high up above the letters. It's ball 3 now, so after a quick 0-2 start, Caden Johnson has now worked his way back to a full count here. Bottom of the first. The 3-2. Oh, just barely sneaks in for strike number 3, and down goes Johnson for the first out of this bottom of the first inning. First strikeout for Hawley here today, and when it comes to the pitching side for Nebraska City, Zach Hawley, 3-1 in his 5 appearances with a 1.35 ERA. He has 26 innings pitched, 35 strikeouts, which is second on the team. As that pitch now to Hanneborg is down low, ball number 1. It's 1-0 the count now with 1 out. Nobody on here in the bottom of the first inning. Bulldogs tied with Nebraska City and the Pioneers, 0-0. The 1-0. That one's going to be right at the letters, but in for strike number 1. It's now a 1-1 count. So far this season for Ty Hanneborg on the hitting side of things, as I say, that popped up and fouled out of play by the young Hanneborg. He currently sits, Ty Hanneborg does, 4th on the team in batting average with a .393 with 3 doubles and 11 RBIs. Now it's a 1-2 count to the second baseman. Zachary Hawley now will fire his 1-2. Way, that just barely sneaks above the letters. There for ball number 2. It's 2-2 the count now. Landon Greeno on deck with Jack Polk in the hole. Ooh, that one. Another good patience from Hanneborg. Gets outside ball 3. It's 3-2 the count now, with nobody on and 1 out in the bottom of the first. Hawley with his second 3-2 pitch. This inning fires. That one grounded right back up to the pitcher. Hawley grabs it and throws it over to first in time. And there's the second out. A quick 2 up, 2 down. Now for North Platte High School in their bottom half of the first inning to bring up the utility man, Mr. Old Reliable himself, Landon Greeno, a .448 batting average, 14 RBIs, 4 doubles, and a triple to his name. And when the Bulldogs need something to go right their way, Landon Greeno is right there to get things rolling, as that one just sneaks in on the outside part of the plate for strike number 1. It's 0-1 the count now. Hawley sets and fires. Swung on and foul down the first base side for a quick 0-2 count now to Landon Greeno. Jack Polk's on deck with Dean McIntyre in the hole for North Platte High School. 0-2 with 2 down. Hawley sets and fires. Way outside and upstairs. There's ball number 1. 3-1 the count now. 1-2 with 2 down. Hawley fires. Swung on, grounded right up the middle. Gets to the second baseman. The throw to first is just in time. And down goes Landon Greeno. And that is how this first inning will come to an end for the Bulldogs. Quick 3 up, 3 down. We'll now move our way to the top of the second inning. Tied 0-0. We come back here to District B-3 Boys Varsity Baseball. Right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Welcome back here to Gretna East as North Platte High School currently is tied with the number 3 seeded Nebraska City and the Pioneers. Bulldogs number 2 seeded is top of the second inning, a 0-0 score. Thank you to our half-inning break sponsor, Kevin McGann of the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann of the Fortifying Group at his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other sponsors here for today's game, CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005. As up to bat now comes Tristan Kingery, the catcher for today's game for one Nebraska City. He's going to rifle that one into right field for a leadoff base hit in this top of the second. And there's the first hit of today's ball game, and that goes to Nebraska City, and they have a runner on with nobody out in the top of the second inning as Kingery is going to get subbed out. We're going to have a courtesy runner now come in for him. It's going to be Miles Poppleton who will be taking on oval. Keston Holman now is up to bat. So we have 5, 6, and 7 in the order here. Poppleton's on over at first with nobody out. Holman, so far this season for Nebraska City, so he'll slowly chip that and ground it and bunt it on over to Polk, and it's an easy out at first following the sacrifice bunt to move the runner easily on over to second to avoid the double play. And just like that, there's one out in this inning. And now that brings up Kaylin Schnitzer. Schnitzler, .229 batting average, 1 double, 5 RBIs this season, has a runner in scoring position. Poppleton on over at second. He'll foul that back up over the press box for strike number 1. 1-1 the count now. Nebraska City threatening to score with the runner at second base. 1 out in this top of the second inning of the district B-3 baseball. Polk glances longly at second and delivers. Swung on, slow grounder on over to Stifler at short. He gloves it. The throw to first in time. The throw on over to third from Greeno is not going to be in time as Poppleton's going to make his way successfully over to third with some good base running, but there is the second out of this inning for the Bulldogs as up comes the pitcher, Zachary Hawley. Hawley, 146 batting average with 2 RBIs. Has a runner in scoring position, Miles Poppleton on over at third base, just 90 feet away from taking the lead for the Pioneers as Jack Polk will step off and get ready to rock and roll with this pitch. He sets and now delivers. Swing and a miss from Hawley there for strike number 1. It's 0-1 the count now. Again, runner at third base being Poppleton. As Polk gets the sign he likes from McIntyre and will fire in his 0-1. That's down low in the turf. Good save from Dean for ball number 1. Dean McIntyre, the starting catcher all season for North Platte High School. Not only, of course, we know McIntyre for his great batting power, but some great defense this season. That one, though, drilled into left field. Is going to fall right in front of one Jackson Peters, and there is the second hit of today's game. And the first run, another RBI, the third this season for Zachary Hawley. And with that, Nebraska City takes the lead 1-0 here in this top of the second, and we'll have another courtesy runner. Sam Rivetto will be taking over now at first as it's Chasen Dallinghouse who will be up to bat. For Nebraska City, they got a 1-0 lead in this top of the second inning. Rivetto at first as Polk will fire in. It's going to be down low and 2 tight inside for ball number 1 to Dallinghouse. .250 batting average for Chasen Dallinghouse. So runner at first, and the pickoff attempt going to get past the glove of Landon Greeno, and that's going to easily advance Rivetto on over to second, following the passed up ball from Landon Greeno, and a rare mistake from the first baseman. Now that moves a runner into scoring position for the side of Nebraska City. Rivetto now at second base, as Polk will take his second glance at second and deliver his 1-0. Swing and a miss from Dallinghouse for strike number 1. It's a 1-1 count. 2 down in this top of the second inning. Bulldogs trail the Pioneers 1-0. 1-1 count to Chasen Dallinghouse. Jack Polk gets the sign. Winds up and fires in. Swing and a miss from Dallinghouse late on that swing, and Jack Polk makes him pay. It's 1-2 the count now with 2 down. Camden Dallinghouse is on deck with Jesus Martinez in the hole for the Pioneers. Rivetto still at second base. Polk delivers the 1-2. Pops sky high. Drifting on over comes Easton Jones. Oh, he overshoots it accidentally trying to get to it. So that'll be a foul ball, and we'll still stay at a 1-2 count. 1-2 with 2 down. 20 pitches so far thrown in this ball game for Jack Polk. 17 strikes to just 3 balls. Off to a good start, even though he's only allowed 2 hits. One of those did come across with the Pioneers. A 1-2 count to Dallinghouse. Skied once again, and it'll drift foul along the third base side and out of play, so we'll still stay at 1-2. Wind still blowing from left to right field at a pretty consistent pace. No clouds threatening any rain, as that was predicted earlier this week. Some rain Thursday and Friday, but nothing so far. 1-2 the count. Jack Polk with his payoff pitch. Drilled into center field again. Onwards, here comes Rivetto. He thought about coming home, but nothing doing. Is a great throw from Caden Johnson. Cuts it off. That's the 3rd hit now for Nebraska City, and they got runners at the corners with 2 down. As here comes Camden Dallinghouse. So, scary situation for North Platte High School is you got runners at the corner. Sam Rivetto on over at third. Chasen Dallinghouse on over at first base. So can Jack Polk find a way out of this inning without giving up another run and another hit? He'll fire in. Too tight and high inside. Ball number 1 to Dallinghouse. Due up next for the side of Nebraska City, Jesus Martinez and then Chase Van Winkle. Want to know the count. Polk glances at first and then to third, and now delivers the 1-0. That one's too low and away. Ball 2 now to Dallinghouse. Seems like this season North Platte High School has a knack for getting the bases loaded and then finding a way to get out of the inning. Not looking to trend towards that here as the 2-0 pops sky high. Onwards comes Easton Jones calling for it. He's looking. He overshoots and it falls out of his hand, and a run will come across. Costly error for North Platte High School, as an error from Easton Jones on a routine pop fly gets the second run of the game to come across for Nebraska City, and with that, it's a 2-0 lead for the Pioneers with runners at first and second. As now Jesus Martinez comes in. He grounded out in his first plate appearance. That one's skied up. Moving towards it, Caden Johnson. He gets there, and it gets out of his glove. 1 run comes across. The 3rd error for the Bulldogs in this second inning results in another run to come across for Nebraska City. Unbelievable stuff happening for the Bulldogs here, as there's now runners once again at the corners. 3 errors for the Bulldogs here to start this game off. Assistant coach Ricky Holm looking up to the sky, seeing what could be causing besides the sun, which is something that the Bulldogs have played into many times Now it's 3-0 in this top of the second inning with still 2 outs. That one easily lopped into the sky, but foul down the first base side for strike number 1 to Chase Van Winkle. Jesus Martinez at first, Camden Dallinghouse at third. It's an 0-1 count. We're still got 2 outs in this top of the second inning, and that's where a good chunk of the runs have come across on these 2 outs. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for Nebraska City, as that one is going to be swung on and missed by Chase Van Winkle. And they're going to say he gets called out. And with that, the inning will come to an end. As it looked like interference from Van Winkle will get the inning to come to a close. And with that, we're moving to the bottom of the second inning. Bulldogs trailing 3-0. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for Nebraska City. No runs, no hits, 3 errors for the Bulldogs. When we come back here to Gretna East High School, Bulldogs trailing 3-0. FM 98.1 and AM 1410.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Welcome back here to Gretna East. North Platte High School currently trailing Nebraska City and the Pioneers 3-0 after 3 costly Bulldog errors happened last inning, and because of that, they do trail now 3-0 with Jack Polk up to bat for the Bulldogs here in this bottom of the second. Half inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann, the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Also, thank you to our sponsors here for today's game, Sandhill State Bank. Most committed brand of banking. Locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, and many more. Head to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services and locations. It's a 1-1 count now to Jack Polk as Zachary Hawley fires. Oh, his pitch is in there for strike number 2. It's a 1-2 count now to the pitcher, Jack Polk. Dean McIntyre on deck with Easton Jones in the hole. Hawley's 1-2. Oh, that one curves its way in. Almost hitting Polk, but just outside for ball number 2. It's 2-2 the count now. As Hawley steps and fires. That one's, oh my good heavens! Tied inside, but somehow makes its way into the zone for strike 3. Down goes Polk looking. He didn't agree with it. Assistant coach Ricky Holm didn't agree with it, and now there's one down here in this bottom of the second inning. Here comes Dean McIntyre. That off speed is in there. Strike number 1. McIntyre this season, second on the team in overall hitting, batting .500 with 1 double, a triple, and 14 RBI. Is going to need that game-changing power to come up here and get this offense rolling for North Platte High School, as that one's outside. Ball number 1 from Hawley. Hawley's up to 22 pitches, 13 strikes, and 9 balls. The 1-1. Swung on. Slow chipper back to Zachary Hawley. It's actually picked up by the catcher. The throw to first is not in time, as they're going to say that Dean McIntyre is safe on over at first base. An infield single finds its way for Dean McIntyre, as it's Logan Hayes who will be courtesy running for North Platte High School here. With 1 runner on, again, Hayes at first to now bring up Easton Jones. for North Platte High School. Jones this season for the Bulldogs hitting .267, 11 RBIs and 2 doubles. Has, again, Logan Hayes on over at first, courtesy running for Dean McIntyre. As here comes a pickoff attempt, and Hayes gets back in time. Due up following Jones, Tyler Townsend and Race Morkey for Platte High. Hawley now with his first pitch in. Swing and a miss from Easton Jones for strike number 1. 0-1 the count now to the third baseman. Another pickoff attempt, not in time as Hayes gets back. Now Coach Holm will have a word with Logan Hayes. Potentially could see a steal here. Zachary Hawley sets and fires the 0-1. There goes Hayes. The throw on over to second, way into the sky, and Logan Hayes will successfully steal second. And now, from the side of Easton Jones, saying Jones stepped right in front of him for the throw, but either which way, Logan Hayes will skirt his way on over to second with a successful stolen base, and now it's an 0-2 count to Easton Jones. Oh, 0-2 with 1 out. This bottom of the second inning, a 3-0 lead for Nebraska City. Hawley gets the sign from Kingery, glances at second, and now looks to deliver the pitch into Easton Jones. Outside there, ball number 1. It's 1-2 the count now to Jones. Still Logan Hayes at second. Hawley, deep glance at second. He fires the 1-2. Swing with that. Logan Hayes will trot his way home. A ground rule double, and with that, Easton Jones collects North Platte High School's first run as well as first hit today. And now it is just a 2-run lead for the Pioneers as 3-1 is the score. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Pioneers. 1 run, 1 hit, 3 errors for North Platte High School. Up next to bat, Tyler Townsend for the Bulldogs, again with Easton Jones at second base. Swing and a miss from Townsend, who is the designated hitter in today's game for North Platte High School. Townsend on the season for the Bulldogs. .263 batting average, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs. That one's down low in the turf. Ball number 1 to Townsend. Race Morkey on deck with Connor Stifler in the hole for the Bulldogs. Easton Jones in scoring position at second base. Here comes the 1-1 count now from Hawley. Swing and a miss by Townsend on a pitch that was way inside. It's 1-2 the count now. With only 1 out, this bottom of the second inning. Zachary Hawley, deep glance into Kingery to get his sign. His payoff now 1-2. Off speed, just a smidge outside and low. It's ball 2. 2-2 the count now. Townsend looking for a huge opportunity to get a big hit for the Bulldogs here is a 2-2 count now on the way from Hawley. Down low in the turf once more. It's ball 3 on the fastball. 3-2 the count now to Tyler Townsend. Can Townsend draw a walk here? Hawley, once again. Here comes his full count 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss from Tyler Townsend. Down he goes for the second out of this inning. And now here comes Race Morkey up to bat for the Bulldogs, the right fielder in today's game, looking to see if he can drive home Easton Jones from third, a 176 batting average with 1 double, 4 RBIs for Race Morkey. Still a 3-1 lead for Nebraska City. The pitch in, it's low and away. Ball 1 to Race Morkey. Connor Stifler is on deck with Caden Johnson in the hole for the Bulldogs. Hawley now looking for his 36th pitch as he sets and delivers. That off speed too low. It's now ball 2 into Morkey. Good patience from the senior. 2-0 with 2 down. This bottom of the second. Hawley now steps off and tries to pick Easton Jones at second, but doesn't even throw it as Jones gets back in plenty of time. 2-0 the count with 2 down. Hawley once again will wind and fire. It's high above the letters. Ball 3 to Race Morkey. 3-0 the count with 2 down. Morkey trending towards a 4-pitch walk at this at-bat. The pitch. Outside, ball 4, and with that, Race Morkey will take his jog on over to first. And here comes the young freshman Connor Stifler, the 9-hole hitter up to bat. 150 batting average with only 2 RBIs this season for Stifler. After a pretty strong start to the season for Connor Stifler from the batting point, started to cool off and really hasn't found any momentum in the latter half of this season, but what a great time he could do it here. Little grounder on over to third. The throw to first will be in plenty of time, and that is how this inning will come to an end. Not before one North Platte run did come across, and with that, it's a 3-1 lead for the number 3 seeded Nebraska City. When we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, video live streaming as always, NorthPlattePost.com.
Buying a car, it's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Welcome back here to Gretna East. The first round of the District B-3 Boys Varsity Baseball Tournament now is underway. It's a 3-1 lead for Nebraska City and the Pioneers over North Platte High School. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for the Pioneers. 1 run on 2 hits now for North Platte High School, but 3 errors. All 3 of those errors coming in the top of the second inning when the Pioneers got all 3 of their runs across. So North Platte looking to take a deep breath, take a chill pill, calm down, and see if they can work their way back into this game, because wholeheartedly I really believe that the issues we saw in that second inning and those errors, I think really just can come down to jitters more than anything, because those are routine plays that North Platte and the Bulldogs have been accustomed for. But up to bat now, Sloan Pelican for the side of Central City, my good heavens. Nebraska City, their 0-1 Pelican is, with a strikeout swinging in his first plate appearance. That pitch tight inside, almost hitting Pelican for ball number 1. It's 1-0 the count now. Following Pelican, Tristan Kingery and Keston Holman for the Pioneers. Polk will get the sign he likes from Dean McIntyre and is 1-0. Popped up, drifting towards right field and carrying some distance, but it's out of play for first strike of this at-bat, 1-1. Nobody out, nobody on. Top of the third, a 1-1 count as Polk delivers. Another one that's charged up hard, but this time out of play. Once again, for the second straight time, it's a 1-2 count now to Pelican. 1-2 the count now with nobody out. Polk looking for the first down to this top of the third. Like so you see, sets and delivers the 1-2. Oh, that's going to bounce off the elbow of Sloan Pelican, and what was looking like a good at-bat from a pitching standpoint for the Bulldogs ends in disaster as Sloan Pelican gets hit. He now jogs his way on over to first, and now there's one runner on for Nebraska City. Tristan Kingery now up to bat. He singled into right field in his first plate appearance now will look to advance the runner, Pelican, at first. As Polk delivers. One low and away. Ball number 1 to Kingery. Keston Holman on deck with Kalen Schnitzer in the hole for the Pioneers. Quick glance on over at first is Polk with his now 1-0 delivers. That one fouled to the netting for strike number 1. It's 1-1 the count now. Still looking to see if the Bulldogs can reel in the jitters so far. A lot of the mistakes that have been at their hand have really just come down to jitters as Polk's now 1-1 pitch is delivered. Once more fouled again off of Kingery for strike 2. 1-2 the count now. Again, this is North Platte High School's first district game in the baseball world in the program's history, so a lot riding go into today as there's a pickoff attempt, but getting back is Pelican. 1-2, nobody out. One runner on, Sloan Pelican at first. Jack Polk with a quick glance will get Pelican somewhat back to first, and here comes his payoff 1-2 pitch. Popped up once again, this time drifting to the first base side. That's the third time in a row that this ball has been fouled off by Kingery, specifically down the first base side, so we'll still stay at 1-2. Still nobody out in this top of the third. Polk gets the sign. Now we'll pick off once again an attempt of Sloan Pelican, but he'll get back. Plenty of time to spare. 36 pitches for Jack Polk, 28 strikes to 8 balls. The 1-2. Slowly grounded this time, foul down the third base side. That's the 4th straight foul for Kingery in this at-bat. Still 1-2 the count now. It's Polk, another quick glance at first. 1-2. Drilled down the right field side and foul once more. That's the 5th straight foul for Tristan Kingery. Still nobody out in this top of the third. What a pitching battle we have going on right now. The catcher, Tristan Kingery, 5 straight foul balls off of Jack Polk. Nobody out. Sloan Pelican at first still for Nebraska City and the Pioneers. The 1-2 once again. Slowly dribbled into right field for a base hit. Now 2 runners are on after a big battle between Kingery and Polk. It results in a hit for Nebraska City. Their 4th hit today. And now they have 2 runners on with nobody out and a courtesy runner coming on for Kingery. Once more, Miles Poppleton will check in as a courtesy runner for Nebraska City. So Sloan Pelicans at second, Poppleton's at first, nobody's out. Keston Holman's up to bat. He sacrificed bunted in his first plate appearance and wouldn't be shocked if he does the same here. Polk glances on over at second. Pickoff attempt will get Pelican back. So now, once again, we'll try to look for that first pitch into Holman. With nobody out, most certainly am thinking a bunt from Keston Holman to advance the runners into scoring position. Pelican at second, Poppleton at first. Polk's pitch. Just outside, ball number 1 to Keston Holman. On deck, Kalen Schnitzer for the side of the Pioneers, and Zachary Hawley in the hole. 1-0 the count now. Polk fires, and there looks to be that bunt that is laid down by Holman, but he pulls it foul for strike number 1. It's 1-1 the count now. So once again, Holman looking to apply this bunt to move the runners up one base pad and put them into scoring position. 1-1 the count, nobody out, 2 runners on, 1 at second, 1 at first. Polk delivers. Swung on and fouled down the first base side for strike number 2. Holman went swinging, and like what I saw there, though, from Nebraska City and their coaching staff, noticing the Bulldogs looking to play the infield bunt, why not let it swing? And now I expect a bunt. The 1-2 swung on and fouled off of Holman. Still a 1-2 count, and this is where Jack Polk needs to come up big. Last time he got into a foul ball contest with Tristan Kingery, resulted in a hit for the Pioneers. Can he battle back this time and find the out? 1-2 the count. 2 runners on, nobody out. Polk fires. Swing and a miss. Down goes Holman. First out of this inning. Big pitch for Jack Polk. And now with 1 out, up to bat comes Kalen Schnitzer. He grounded out to Connor Stifler at short in his last plate appearance for Nebraska City. Still 2 runners on with the Pioneers as Polk fires. Popped up, sky high, but it's going to pull foul and land in the grandstands right in front of me for strike number 1. It's 0-1 the count now. On deck, Zachary Hawley and Chasen Dallinghouse for Nebraska City. Again, winner of this game advances in the B-3 district tournament to take on Gretna East tomorrow at an undisclosed time, still to be determined. 0-1 the count with 1 out. Polk fires as the bunt was looking to be applied by Schnitzer, and with that, he misses, and there's strike number 2 with still 1 out this top of the 3rd inning. A 3-1 lead for Nebraska City. The Bulldogs looking to get their 2nd out. Next pitch. Ooh, that's going to be low in the turf, but a great save from Dean McIntyre to not let it get past him and result in the bases being opened up more. So it's 1-2 now. Polk was trying to put it on the outside part of the plate, thinking Schnitzler was going to try and bunt it like he did last time. The 1-2 now from Jack Polk on the way. Oh, my good heavens, just a little bit above the letters. Strike number 2. Schnitzer playing a cat and mouse game with that pitch. It's 2-2 with 1 out as Polk now delivers. Slowly grounded, back out of Polk's glove. He's able to pick it up. The throw to first, and there's out number 2. But that does advance the batters up 1 base pad. And now, with 2 down, comes Zachary Hawley for the side of Nebraska City. With 2 outs here, has a potential RBI, 2 RBI single on the cards. He did RBI in his last plate appearance. Now has Sloan Pelican at 3rd, Miles Poppleton at 2nd. First pitch into Hawley is away for ball number 1. 1-0 the count now with 2 down. Chasen Dallinghouse on deck with Camden Dallinghouse in the hole for the Pioneers. 1-0 count with 2 down. Jack Polk delivers. That one grounded hard down the third base side, and they're going to say it's foul. A little bit of a saving grace for the Bulldogs there. That would have gone all the way into Jackson Peters in left field, and that would have scored both runs, but it's able to pull foul, and with that, it's a 1-1 count now to Hawley. 1-1, 2 outs. The 51st pitch from Jack Polk. Now on the way. Here it comes. It's off speed is down in the turf. Ball 2. 2-1 the count now. In this top of the 3rd. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, 2nd and 3rd base. Polk will like the sign from Dean McIntyre, and here comes his 2-1 pitch. Just outside, barely on that one. Now 3-1 the pitch to Hawley. As Polk potentially could load the bases here. The 3-1, swung and fouled off the bat to make it a full count of 3-2. Pitch on the way with 2 outs here. So far, the Bulldogs 1-2 when it comes to full count pitches. So far in this ball game, can Jack Polk get the final out of this inning? The 3-2, driven into left field for a base hit. 1 run will score. They're going to bring the runner potentially home. They won't. Another RBI single for Zachary Hawley. And with that, the lead now extends 4-1 in favor of Nebraska City. And out comes assistant coach Ricky Holm to have a talk with his infield, but probably more specifically Jack Polk, and get him calmed down. 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors for Nebraska City. 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors for North Platte High School, as there is a courtesy runner for Nebraska City. It's against Sam Ravetto on over at first. So we now have runners at the corners for North Platte High School. Chasen Dallinghouse, he singled into center field on his first plate appearance. He has Miles Poppleton at third, and then Sam Ravetto on over at first. Polk so far, 54 pitches, 41 strikes, 13 balls. Looking for the final out of this top of the third without giving up another run. It's 4-1. Polk glances on over at first base. Now look to fire his first pitch into Dallinghouse. Swing and a miss from Chasen Dallinghouse. Strike number 1. Camden Dallinghouse on deck with Jesus Martinez in the hole for Nebraska City. The 0 run from Polk. The runner goes. That one pops sky high. Drifting on over on comes Ty Hanneborg. He gets there and gloves it for out number 3, and that's how the inning will come to an end. Not before another run comes across for Nebraska City. We're going to make our way to the bottom of the third inning now. North Platte High School trailing 4-1. When we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, of course, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Going back here to Gretton East High School, or North Platte High School, and the Bulldogs currently trailing the number 3 seeded Nebraska City Pioneers 4-1. 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors for Nebraska City. 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors. North Platte High School, as Caden Jones is going to loft that into right field, but pulls it foul. Strike number 1. Thank you again to our half-inning break sponsors here for today's game, Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group, his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Alongside our other sponsor for today's game, Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte invites you to stop out, take a test drive here today. Premier Toyota, let's go places. 0-2 count now to Johnson. He struck out looking in his first plate appearance today. That one's too high upstairs for ball number 1. It's 1-2 the count now. No runners on here in this bottom of the third inning. Bulldogs will love to get another hit on. The 1-2. Skied straight up, drifting foul. Onwards comes Pelican, but it's going to be gloved by neither Pelican or Tristan Kingery as they ran towards the ball, but got a little bit confused of who will go for it, and with that, it's a foul ball for Johnson, counting his blessings on a pitch that was tight inside for what would have been ball 2. On deck, Ty Hanneborg with Landon Greeno in the hole for North Platte High School. Hawley on the mound now with his 43rd pitch to be now his 44th pitch on the way. 1-2. Swung and foul back to the netting for another foul ball. It's still 1-2. Neither side has action in the bullpen right now. As Hawley with his 1-2 on the way. Whoa, that one almost hitting Jack Polk. Hawley got a little bit squirrely with that pitch, and it's 2-2 the count now with nobody out. He steps in and fires. Once more swung on and fouled off by Johnson, and it's 2-2 the count once again. Could this time be the time for the Bulldogs to get into a fouling spree and get a hit? Hawley steps, the 2-2 again. That's outside, just barely, ball 3. It's 3-2 now the count. That one teetering on the zone. Doesn't sneak in, so a full count for Johnson. The 3-2. Swung on, drifting in the right field, back at it, in, going for it, and gloving it for the easy out. As down goes Johnson. Round number 1 of this inning. As that first pitch into Hawley is just a bit outside for ball number 1. Nolan Picard out in right field. One getting the glove on it. Next pitch is not there. The 2-0 count. That one skied into center field, but onwards and gloving it. Chase Van Winkle for out number 2. It's a quick 2 up, 2 down for North Platte High School. Here in this bottom of the 3rd inning, struggling to find any offensive momentum. Seen that a couple times this season for the Bulldogs where they've struggled to really find any semblance of momentum offensively, as that first pitch from Hawley to Landon Greeno is a smidge outside for ball number 1. Jack Polk is on deck with Dean McIntyre in the hole for North Platte High School. Number 2 seed in this District B3 tournament. The 1-0. Swung on, popped, and drifting foul on the third base side, and it cannot be gloved by Sloan Pelican as he dove for it. There's first strike of this at-bat to Landon Greeno, the first baseman. 1-2 with 2 down. Quick 2 up, 2 down to start this bottom of the 3rd for North Platte High is Hawley once again will get into his motion and fire and deliver in his 1-1. Fouled off again by Greeno for strike number 2. It's 2-2 the count now. Nobody on, 2 down. Greeno looking to get some momentum for this freight train that is the Bulldogs. The 1-2. Slowly grounded up the middle. Gloved by the second baseman. Holman, the throw to first. Not in time. Is going to bounce through. Here comes Landon Greeno. Going to make all the train wheels moving his way on over to second base. Talking about the lead train car that recently has been Landon Greeno, and he chug-a-lugga chugs his way on over to second for an infield single that then resulted in a passed-up ball that led Greeno now on over to second, and the Bulldogs now all of a sudden are threatening to score with 2 down. This bottom of the 3rd inning as Jack Polk's up to bat. He struck out looking in his first plate appearance. He'll see that pitch low and outside for ball number 1. 1-0 the count. Polk would love to get something into the outfield for Greeno to come home to. Sky, probably not what I was talking about. Into center field, Van Winkle gets under it, and he gloves it there for the easy out number 3. And just like that, it's a pretty quick bottom of the third inning. One hit did come across for the Bulldogs. It was Landon Greeno, but we're going to make our way to the top of the fourth. Bulldogs still trailing 4-1. We come back here to Gretna East, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Taylor is living the Runza dream.
The Fry life is the high life.
He's stacking up rewards on the Runza mobile app.
Points on points on points on points.
That's a lot of free food from Runza.
Yep, I'm headed there for lunch today.
Download the Runza mobile app to start getting rewards. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
I'm Jared Remus with Jerry Remus Chevrolet of North Platte. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM, KOOQ AM, North Platte. We've got the keys to your new car.
Welcome back here to Gretna East High School, North Platte High School. Currently trailing the number 3 seeded Nebraska City Pioneers 4-1 in this top of the fourth inning. Our half inning breaks. Of course, brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other sponsors for today's game, CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005. Check out his location, 905 at South Willow Street. That one's fouled off for strike number 1 to Camden Dallinghouse. He reached on an error in his first plate appearance. He's 0 for 1 today. Jesus Martinez is on deck with Chase Van Winkle in the hole. That pitch is high and tight inside for ball 1. It's 1-1 the count now. As now the 1-1 on the way from Jack Polk. Slowly grounded but foul. Down the third base side, a 1-2 count. Now going to go into Camden Dallinghouse. Bulldogs have given up 5 hits, but really the big pain is the 3 errors that were committed in the top of the second inning when 3 runs came across. That's been the real sore spot for this North Platte squad as that pitch is outside for ball 2. It's 2-2 the count now. If it really wasn't for maybe those 3 errors, this game might be a little closer than it is right now. It's a 4-1 lead. Polk now into the motion with the 2-2. Slowly grounded on over to Easton Jones. The glove up, the throw to first is in time, and down goes Dallinghouse for out number 1. This top of the fourth inning. Now we go back to the top of the order to Jesus Martinez. He grounded out to third in his first plate appearance, then reached on an error in center field in his second inning, and that was when Caden Johnson couldn't come up with the easy pop fly that led to one of the runs coming across in that top of the second inning. First pitch in from Jack Polk is a nice off speed that got Martinez swinging for strike number 1. 1 out here in this top of the fourth. Nobody on for the Pioneers. The 0-1. Another beautiful off speeds in there for strike 2 from Jack Polk. 0-2 the count now. As he gets the sign from he likes that he gets from Dean McIntyre. Still waiting for that sign, and then because of that, stepping off goes Martinez. 0-2, still the count. Polk looking for another strikeout. Steps and delivers. That one's going to be low and away for ball 1. Martinez doing a great job of not biting and swinging on it down in the hole. 1-2. Polk went right back to that off speed. Was suspect maybe a fastball right here. The 1-2 pitch. Went right back to that off speed again, and it just barely sneaks out of the zone on the last second. 2-2 now with one out. Gets the sign. Another pitch on the way. Down the middle, strike three. Down goes Martinez. That one right around the knees. And there's out number two. A quick 2 up, 2 down for this top of the fourth inning. Chase Van Winkle now up to bat. He grounded out to third in his first plate appearance, and then grounded out back to the pitcher Polk in his second. Looking to avoid the 0-3 start to today. Polk likes the sign from McIntyre and fires. That's high upstairs for ball number one. Following Van Winkle, Sloan Pelican, and then Tristan Kingery, the part of the order that's been a thorn in the side for the Bulldogs today. 1-0 from Jack Polk. Swung on and fouled to the netting. Strike number one. It's 1-1 the count now. 2 down in this top of the fourth. A 4-1 lead for Nebraska City. 1-1 from Jack Polk. Off speed, off the mark. Now it's a 2-1 count into Chase Van Winkle. Wind completely dead now in this ball game. Here comes the 2-1. Swung on and crushed out to left field. Back goes Jackson Peters, and he makes a fantastic grab out in left field. The freshman Jackson Peters with a big defensive stop that would have been extra bases for Van Winkle, and that's how this inning will come to an end. What a grab from one Jackson Peters, and with that, we're going to be going to the bottom of the fourth inning. Bulldogs still trailing in this one, 4-1. We come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Where do you go for wings?
Dave's Place.
Where do you go for pizza?
Dave's Place.
What about cold drinks, a family atmosphere, and nightly specials?
Dave's Place.
Sounds like a sweep for Dave's Place. Pizza made from fresh dough, drink deals, and yes, the best pizza and wings.
It's Dave's Place.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street or at davesplacenp.com.
Order it, carry out, DoorDash. Dave's Place. Whoop, whoop.
Welcome back here, Gretna East North Platte High School, currently trailing the number 3 seeded Nebraska City and the Pioneers 4-1. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Pioneers. 1 run, 3 hits, 3 errors for North Platte High School as Dean McIntyre will see a strike on his first pitch from Zachary Hawley. Also, shout out and a big thank you to our sponsors here for today's game. Of course, Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. You check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Also, thank you to our sponsors here today's game, Sandhills State Bank, most committed brand of banking. Locations in North Platte, Ogallala, and many more. That's going in the gap, left center, extra bases for Dean McIntyre as he'll make his way into second base with a lead-off double. Dean McIntyre now on cycle watch, has a single and a double to his name. Now it's just a triple and a home run away from the cycle as now up to bat comes Easton Jones. He doubled in his last plate appearance, has a runner in scoring position with, of course, Dean McIntyre at second base. First kink in the armor for Zachary Hawley, who's been having a fantastic game for Nebraska City so far, as that's fouled off for strike number 1. 4th hit today for North Platte High School, but still the glaring hole had 3 errors that they committed in the top of the second. The 0-1 pitch now to Jones. That one swung on and missed. That one in the turf. Not a good swing from Jones. And with that, it's 0-2 the count now. He was in an 0-2 hole in his last plate appearance and turned it into a double. Can he do it here? Hawley's now 0-2 on the way. That's high upstairs there. Ball number 1. 1-2 the count now. Logan Hayes taking over courtesy running duties for McIntyre at second. The now 1-2 pitch into Easton Jones as Hawley steps off. Nobody out. Runner at second being Logan Hayes. The 1-2. Well, off speed is tight inside. It's ball 2. It's 2-2 the count now. Nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. Bulldogs starting to pick up some momentum here from a double from Dean McIntyre. The 2-2. Check swing. They're going to say it's still in there for strike number 3. I'm going to say that Jones did go around on that check swing, and that's why he's out. And there's out number 1 of this bottom of the 4th inning. Tyler Townsend now checks in to swing. He struck out swinging in his first plate appearance. Again, has a runner in scoring position. Logan Hayes, second at fastball. Ooh. That one looked like it was in there, but there's ball number 1 as now Hayes going to go have a word with assistant coach Ricky Holm. And with that, on over to third with a successful steal, Logan Hayes. So now Hayes is just 90 feet away. Could be seeing a bunt here potentially from Tyler Townsend. Third baseman Sloan Pelican is on the grass. Swing and a miss from Townsend for strike number 2. It's, 1-2 the count now. Not 0-2, 1-1 the count to Townsend with 1 out. As Hawley steps and fires. Pulling back on that bunt attempt was Tyler Townsend, just like I thought. Trying to bunt Logan Hayes on home. He does have some good speed for the freshman. So it's 2-1 the count to the designated hitter, Tyler Townsend. Race Morkey's on deck with Connor Stifler in the hole. Another bunt attempt laid down, but it's fouled off for strike number 2. It's 2-2 the count now to Tyler Townsend. With 1 runner on being Logan Hayes just 90 feet away at third base. So now it's a 2-2 count. Hawley fires. Good hold off from Townsend as that's upstairs. Ball 3 on the fastball from Zachary Hawley. He's up to 67 pitches, 39 strikes, and 28 balls. As here comes the next pitch. That's ball 4, and that's going to move Townsend on over to first. It should be. I guess not. Somewhere I got mixed up in my count. So now it's a 3-2 count. As Hawley fires again. That's upstairs, ball 4. So still results in a walk as Tyler Townsend makes his way to first. So now time's going to be called, and now we're going to have an infield talk with runners at the corners and 1 out in this bottom of the 4th inning. Race Morkey now appears up to bat. He walked in his first plate appearance for North Platte High School. Logan Hayes on over at third. Tyler Townsend walked in his and hit just that bat a go. So he's at first, and now it's Race Morkey up to bat. While Morkey's hitting sub 220 on the season, still a fearsome bat who in a couple times this year has come up big for the Bulldogs. And this could be one right here with runners at the corners and only 1 out. He did draw a walk in his last plate appearance, could do it again. First pitch from Hawley as Morkey looks to lay the bunt down. Good jump. The run on over from Tyler Townsend as he successfully gets to second. On the stolen base, that throw way short from Kingery, and with that, a successful steal from the Bulldogs, and now they have runners at second and third, and an 0-1 count in the race. Morkey waits for it, and the pitch from Hawley. Swung on and missed by Race for strike number 2. It's an 0-2 count. Hawley blew it right past him for strike number 2. Now Morkey staring down the barrel of a strikeout. Hawley glances at second. Is 0-2. Tight inside there, ball number 1. 1-2 the count now. 1 out. Logan Hayes at third. Tyler Townsend at second. As Hawley will step off and reevaluate and refocus in. Connor Stifler on deck for North Platte High School with Caden Johnson in the hole. Hawley, deep breath. The 1-2. Drilled into right field for a base hit from Morkey. 1 run will score and get past the right fielder, Picard, and with that, coming home is Tyler Townsend. Morkey's going to make his way on over to third. Oh my good heavens, a mistake from Nebraska City results in 2 big runs coming across. Noah Picard out in right field had an easy pickup on a grounder, and it gets right past his glove. And with that, Race Morkey has 2 runs come home. And now he's on over at third base. And now it's Connor Stifler's turn. He lays down a beautiful bunt. The run home from Townsend. It's in time. He makes it safely. Stifler with a magnificent bunt, and the Bulldogs have tied it up here in the bottom of the 4th inning. What a turnaround. This inning has become for North Platte High. And just like that, it's a 4-4 ball game. With up to bat being Caden Johnson. There's still 1 out here in this bottom of the 4th inning. Can Johnson get back into rhythm and keep this inning alive as that pitch from Hawley is upstairs? Ball number 1, and there is action in the bullpen for Nebraska City. A pickoff attempt as Stifler gets back. 1-0 still the count to Johnson. Ty Hanneborg on deck. With Landon Greeno in the hole, there's also action in the bullpen for the Bulldogs. Looks like Easton Jones. The Bulldog warming up. A bunt being laid down by Johnson, beautifully down the third base line. And just like that, another runner gets on. Big bunts from the Bulldogs. Now has 2 runners on the base pads. And Ty Hanneborg now up to bat. He's 0 for 2 today, Ty is, and now time's going to have to be called. Out comes Coach Kyle Ferguson to have a talk with his pitcher. As things are starting to spiral out of control for the Pioneers in this bottom of the 3rd inning, just like what happened with North Platte High School in the top of the 2nd. It's all coming back here in the bottom of the 4th. As the Bulldogs now tie this up 4-4. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Nebraska City. 4 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for North Platte High School. As again, Ty Hanneborg now comes up to bat. Stifler's at second base. Caden Johnson on over at first for North Platte High. Easton Jones getting some light warm-ups in the bullpen for the Bulldogs, alongside a couple other arms for Nebraska City. 2 runners on for Hanneborg. He grounded out to the pitcher in his first at-bat and flew out to center field in his second. Pitch in is down the middle there. Strike number 1 to Hanneborg. On deck, Landon Greeno with Jack Polk in the hole for the Bulldogs. 4-4 is the game right now. Hawley delivers. Hanneborg's laying out another beautiful bunt down the third base side. He's blitzing to first. Here comes the runner. He's safe. Connor Stifler with great awareness rounds third base, and he blitzes home off the sacrifice bunt from Ty Hanneborg. Another run comes across, and the Bulldogs now lead the ball game for the first time today, 5-4. Huge bottom of the fourth inning for the Bulldogs. They're now back in this game and now have the lead. Landon Greeno is now up to bat as he drives that into right field, but under it gets Chase Van Winkle and gloves it for the final out. But a huge bottom of the fourth inning as 4 runs come across. The Bulldogs now lead this by 1 run, 5-4 when we come back here to Gretna East. North Platte High leading 5-4 on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, as always, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
With Sandhill State Bank's new upgraded cart management experience, you can now control your carts anytime, anywhere. The new features and added control allow you to prevent fraud like never before. Get increased transaction details, turn your cart on and off whenever you like, and report your card lost in an instant, all from our mobile app. More insights, more control, and more security for your banking experience. Bank local and go far with digital banking solutions that go wherever you go. Visit sandhillstate.com to learn more. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here to B-3 District Baseball as the Bulldogs, for the first time tonight, have taken the lead 5-4 off of 4 big hits and 4 big runs in the bottom of the fourth inning. Again, our half-inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other sponsors here for today's game, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings. You'll find out more, 1510 East 4th Street. Jack Polk will now fire into Sloan Pelican for the second time here, the third time today, as Pelican struck out swinging in his first plate appearance, but was hit by a pitch in his second. He'll see ball number 1 and then drill that one into right field. Morkey getting up under it, still looking. He gets there and gloves it for the first out. This top of the 5th. Following Pelican, here comes another tough bat for the Bulldogs today. It's Tristan Kingery. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles in this game. Following Kingery, Keston Holman, and then Kalen Schnitzer for the side. Nebraska City. Polk still in the game. Will fire his first pitch in to Kingery down the middle for strike number 1. 0-1 the count now with 1 out. Nobody on this top of the 5th. As Polk will shake off a sign and now look to deliver his 0-1. That's right there once again at the knees. This time strike number 2. It's 0-2 the count now to Kingery. Singled in his first 2 plate appearances for Nebraska City. Now staring down the barrel of a strikeout. The 0-2. Ooh, that fastball just outside. Ball 1 was hoping Kingery would swing on it, but good patience from the catcher, and 1-2 the count now is to him. 1-2 with 1 out. The pitch. Swung on, ground to the Easton Jones at third. Good glove. The throw to first in time, and there's 2 down in this top of the 5th. Quick 2 up, 2 down for the Bulldogs. And the top of the 5th inning now brings up to bat Keston Holman. Sacrifice bunted in his first plate appearance and then struck out swinging in his second. Now with 2 down, looking to get things going for Nebraska City, who now trail by 1 run, 5-4 in this top of the 5th inning. The pitch Swung on and fouled back from Holman. 0-1 the count now. Again, winner of this game moves on to take on Gretna East tomorrow for a shot at a state tournament. That 1-2 is in there for strike number 2. That 0-2 and 0-1 was in there for strike 2. Big off speed. Sneaking into the zone. Now it's 0-2 at 2 down as Polk gets the sign from Dean McIntyre. And here comes his 0-2. Pops sky high, drifting on over to Caden Johnson in center field. He gets there, and he gloves it. A quick 1-2-3, top of the 5th inning. We're now going to the bottom of the 5th with the Bulldogs leading it 5-4 right here on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the Dino Pay app. Dino Pay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair Dino Pay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and for real shakes and smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
See me, Matthew Musselman, on how I can help your auto, home, and life needs.
Welcome back here to, of course, Gretna East is North Platte High School currently at the moment leading Nebraska City. 5-4 is up to bat comes one Jack Polk. He's 0 for 2 today. Struck out looking his first plate appearance and then fly down to second. A beautiful bunt laid down by Polk. The throw to first. Oh, it's in time as Polk goes down on a bang play at first base. And with that, one out here in this bottom of the 5th inning is now up to bat. Comes Dean McIntyre. Again, he's 2 for 2 today with a single and a double to the gap in left center as he swings and misses for strike number 1. As he's looking for potentially the cycle as he drills that to left field. Back at it goes Schnitzer, and he gets there, and he gloves it. Got my hopes up there for just a second. Dean McIntyre did, and with that, it's 2 down here in this bottom of the 5th for Easton Jones. This kind of quick-paced game at the moment now favors North Platte High School when they have the lead. As Hawley fires to Jones, that off-speed is in there. Strike number 1. 0-1 the count now to the third baseman. Tyler Townsend on deck with Race Morkey in the hole. That 0-1 in the turf. There's ball 1. Jones doubled in his first plate appearance and struck out swinging in his second. As here comes the 1-1. That one skied up, drifting towards right field. Picard comes on to glove it, and he gets there for the easy out. There's a quick 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 5th now for North Platte High School. We're quickly making our way now to the top of the 6th. It's a 5-4 lead for the Bulldogs when we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Free PC and Mac checkups at CT Computer Services in North Platte? That's right. Let CT Computer Services diagnose your systems to ensure your hardware integrity, security, and overall PC Mac health are running as they should. For a free PC Mac checkup, stop in at 905 South Willow in North Platte or call 308-534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys since 2005.
Welcome back here to Gretna East North Platte High School. The number 2 seed leading Nebraska City, the 3 seed, 5-4. Again, our happening breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann of the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann of the Fortify Group at his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other sponsors here for today's game, Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte invites you to stop out and take a test drive here today. Premier Toyota, let's go places. So, Jack Polk is still on the mound for the Bulldogs here as Kalen Schnitzer is up to bat. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 ground outs back to Jack Polk. Can he make it a perfect 3 for 3 as he drives that down the right field side, but it's foul for strike number 1. As it's an 0-1 count, Polk will set and fire that 1. Drilled slowly on over to Easton Jones at third, but it's foul yet again. And with that, it's now an 0-2 count into Schnitzer. Following Kalen Schnitzer, Zachary Hawley on deck with Chasen Dallinghouse in the hole. Polk, advantageous 0-2 count, steps and delivers. That one popped up, drifting on over to Ty Hanneborg at second. He calls it off, and he gets there and easily gloves it. For out number 1 of this top of the 6th inning, as now it's Zachary Hawley up to bat. For the side of Nebraska City, the Pioneers running out of outs here and opportunities to tie this game and send it to extra innings. As Polk delivers. That's just outside their ball number 1. You know, ever since the top of the 2nd inning where everything just unraveled for the Bulldogs, they have played a tight-knit game. And because of that, they now lead by 1, 5-4. That one fouled off by Hawley for strike number 1. And that's kind of how the things have gone this season for the Bulldogs. When trouble happens, it normally happens in the beginning of games, and then they're able to batten the hatches down and really find momentum. As the 1-1 now, popped up, drifting towards Landon Greeno at first, and he gets there and gloves it for the easy second out. As now it's Chasen Dallinghouse up to bat for the Pioneers. With nobody on and 2 down in this top of the 6th inning. Oh my good heavens, I cannot believe how this game has turned out for North Platte High School, and we'll probably have a pitching change next inning for Nebraska City as Jack Polk still on the mound, fires to Dallinghouse. In there, strike number 1 with the off-speed. 0-1 now to Chasen Dallinghouse. Again, singled in his first plate appearance, but flew out in his second. Now the 0-1 from Polk is on its way. That one fouled back behind our press box for strike number 2. It's an 0-2 count now with 2 down. As Polk looking for the 3rd out and a quick 1-2-3 top of the 6th. He'll step off and refocus, and now here he comes once again. The 0-2, slowly grounded foul, so we'll still stay at 0-2. Someone is warming up hitting-wise in the Bulldog bullpen. Jonathan Rink. 0-2 now as Polk delivers. Drilled on over to Hanneborg at second. He gloves it. The throw to first, and that's a quick 1, 2, 3. Top of the 6th inning, and we're now going to make our way to the bottom of the 6th with the Bulldogs leading 5-4 and are exactly 6 outs away from making it to their first ever district championship. If they can close it out, we'll step aside and we'll take a break. When we come back, bottom of the 6th action, right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Buying a car, it's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Welcome back here to Gretna East. North Platte High School currently leading 5-4 here in this bottom of the 6th inning. Again, our half-inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Currently, it's a 2-0 count into Tyler Townsend. As still on the mound, Zachary Hawley for the Pioneers. That pitch will finally slide in for strike number 1. 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error for the side of Nebraska City. 5 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors for North Platte High School. Another pitch in for Hawley as Tyler Townsend now sits at a 2-2 count. The pitch down low, it's 3-2 the count now to Townsend. Following Tyler Townsend, it's Race Morkey on deck with Connor Stifler in the hole. The 3-2 pitch. Oh, it's outside, ball 4, and with that, on over for his second walk today is Tyler Townsend. The Pioneers do have some finished, warmed-up arms that they can throw out when they're ready. Easton Jones is out warming up some more pitches. As again, it's Race Morkey who is now up to bat. He's 1 for 1 today, walked in his first plate appearance, and then singled out to right field that turned into Morkey getting all the way to third when Nolan Picard couldn't haul in the ball. And with that, helped the Bulldogs get those 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th to now lead 5-4. Morkey looks to lay the bunt down, but it's fouled off for strike number 1. Again, with nobody out and a runner on over at first, it's understandable that assistant coach Ricky Holman, head coach John Byrne want to lay the bunt down and move the runner to second. Tyler Townsend has stolen a base already today, as Hawley is 0-1. It's in the turf there. Now 1-1 the count to Race Morkey. Hawley went for the fastball, but didn't have much good control over it. Hawley now steps into his 1-1 pitch. Runner goes, but Morkey will lay the bunt down. It was a beautiful jump from Tyler Townsend that would have easily found his way into second, but Morkey couldn't apply the bunt as it slowly drifts foul down the first base side, and with that, it's a 1-2 count now to the right fielder. Hawley with his 1-2. Oh, wow. Tyler Townsend, before the pitch even got off, decided to run, and he's going to get out at first. Base running mistake as Townsend was expecting Hawley to pitch, and he didn't, and there's an easy force out at first as Tyler Townsend got caught in the pickle. And now it's a 1-2 count to Race Morkey. as Hawley fires. Swing and a miss, and there's 2 down. Here in this inning, down goes Morkey swinging. And now that brings up to bat Connor Stifler. He's 1 for 2 today with a ground out and a successful bunt that helped lead the Bulldogs to their 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Here comes the pitch from Hawley. It's in there. Strike number 1 to the freshman Stifler. 2 down, nobody on in this bottom of the 6th inning. Hawley's 0-1. Swung on and missed by Stifler, who's way out in front of it. Strike number 2. It's 0-2 the count now. As Hawley looking to get the final out of this inning. The 0-2. High upstairs. It's ball number 1. Good patience from Stifler to not swing, knowing he's still down in the count. 1-2 with 2 down. The pitch popped up and fouled off by Connor Stifler. Another good swing from the freshman to keep this at-bat alive. Looking to add to the hit total today and put a runner on with 2 outs. The 1-2. Ooh, just around the knees and a little below it. There's the second ball. It's 2-2 with 2 outs. On the 102nd pitch. Man, a lot of 2s there. The pitch. Low once again. It's ball 3 to Stifler. Now a full count. 3-2 with 2 down here in this bottom of the 6th. The pitch from Hawley. High upstairs. Ball 4, and Connor Stifler walks his way on over to first. Another good at-bat for the freshman. Now it's Caden Johnson up to bat for North Platte High School. He's 1 for 3 today. He struck out looking in his first plate appearance. Flew out to Nolan Bacard at right field and then successfully reached on a bunt. In his last plate appearance has Connor Stifler on over at first as the pickoff to Stifler gets him back in time. The pitch down low as Kingery almost lost it, but didn't let it get away, and it's ball number 1. 1-0 the count now to the center fielder. Up next, Ty Hanneborg in the hole with Landon Greeno. Hanneborg on deck with Greeno in the hole. That off speed's too low. It's ball 2 to Johnson. Again, Bulldogs holding on to this slim 5-4 lead. This bottom of the 6th inning. Hawley with his now 2-0 pitch. Stifler takes off running. The throw from Kingery is going to get in time. And there is another out. And head coach John Byrne, as well as assistant coach Ricky Holm, arguing with the call. Ricky Holm is really arguing with it and is not going to hear anything. And now Coach Holm going to go have a talk with the home plate umpire, asking for assistance to go have a talk. And with that, we're probably going to the top of the 7th inning. We'll step aside and we'll take a break. When we come back, potential final inning of play here, right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Where do you go for wings?
Dave's Place.
Where do you go for pizza?
Dave's Place.
What about cold drinks, a family atmosphere, and nightly specials?
Dave's Place.
Sounds like a sweep for Dave's Place. Pizza made from fresh dough, drink deals, and yes, the best pizza and wings.
It's Dave's Place.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street or at davesplacenp.com.
Order it, carry out, DoorDash. Dave's Place. Whoop, whoop.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Welcome back here, top of the 7th inning. The magic number is 3. 3 outs. The Bulldogs are 3 outs away from, for the first time in program history, making it to a district championship match here in boys baseball in their inaugural season. Our half-inning breaks brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group at his location, 621 South Dewey, Sweet B, as Jack Polk's first pitch in to Camden Dallinghouse is swung on and missed for strike number 1. Dallinghouse 0 for 2 today, reached on an error in his first plate appearance and grounded out in his second. That next pitch from Polk is low and away, ball number 1. Polk looking to go a complete game for the Bulldogs here. Easton Jones did warm up, so he is available. That one slowly grounded over to Easton Jones at third. The throw to first is in time. There's out number 1. The magic number dwindles down one more. As now comes Jesus Martinez. Grounded out in his first plate appearance to Connor Stifler. Reached on an error in his second at-bat as it bounced out of Caden Johnson's glove and struck out looking in his last plate appearance against Jack Polk. 1 out in this top of the 7th inning. Polk steps and delivers. Beautiful pitch. It sinks in, strike number 1. 0-1 the count now. Up next, Chase Van Winkle on deck with Sloan Pelican in the hole. The 0-1. Fastball is down low. Ball number 1 to Martinez. As Jack Polk get his sign from Dean McIntyre and deliver the 1-1. That's once more down in the turf for ball 2. It's 2-1 the count now. Bulldogs, again, we're warming up. Easton Jones in the dugout, so he is available if Polk can't finish the game out. As Polk gets his sign, the 2-1. Ooh, that one's way tight inside. It's 3-1 the count now to Jesus Martinez. 3-1 with 1 out in this top of the 7th inning. As Polk steps and delivers. That one's ball 4 as it's outside, and with that, Martinez will walk his way on over to first, and out comes assistant coach Ricky Holm, and that'll do it today for Jack Polk. Most certainly, I would most certainly assume that's what's going to happen, and it looks like that is what's potentially going to happen here. Is Jesus Martinez is on over at first with a walk, and it's now Chase Van Winkle who's up to bat. Oh, looks like they're going to keep Polk out there and just have a conference on the mound. Give Polk one more chance. Van Winkle is up to bat with Sloan Pelican on deck and Tristan Kingery in the hole for the Pioneers. So Martinez on over at first does pose a double play opportunity unless Jesus Martinez, who does have speed, can steal. Pops straight up. Oh, Dean McIntyre couldn't get there. So it falls out of play foul. Again, the obvious situation here with Van Winkle is bunting Martinez over to second, because he would be the tying run. He is the tying run on the base pad. The 0-1. Another bunt. Popped up. Picked up by Jack Polk as Martinez slides back to second. The most perfect opportunity presented itself. Jack Polk makes a big pop-up grab. And with that, there are 2 down in this top of the 7th inning. This is it, folks. This is the last out for Nebraska City. The Bulldogs on the doorsteps of their first district championship match in baseball program history as Polk tries to pick off Martinez, no good. And now it's Sloan Pelican up to bat. He's 0 for 2 today. That pitch, though, in the dirt from Polk. 1-0 the count. Following Pelican, Tristan Kingery, and then Keston Holman. Strikeout swinging from Pelican. He was hit by a pitch in his second at-bat, then flew out in his third. That one driven into center field, and it'll get past Connor Stifler for a 2-out single from Sloan Pelican. And now the game tying run is at second, and the game leading run is at first now for Nebraska City. Of course, things just couldn't be easy for the Bulldogs here in this top of the 7th. And now they're probably going to make that pitching changes. Out once again comes Coach Ricky Holm. And that'll do it, I believe, for the night for Jack Polk. And now they'll bring on Easton Jones to close it out. Jones with an opportunity here to secure the victory for the Bulldogs in a save. If he can just get one more out. Jack Polk, though, finishes the day 102 pitches, 73 strikes, 28 balls today. Magnificent performance from Polk after a rough start to the game where the Bulldogs gave up 3 runs in the top of the second inning. Polk was able to bounce back and really hold the fort down for North Platte. And because of that, they were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 4th on a 4-run bottom of the 4th and now lead 5-4. So Connor Stifler's going to move on over to third with Jack Polk then moving back to shortstop. As Easton Jones will be facing Tristan Kingery. He singled in his first 2 plate appearances but grounded out to Easton Jones at third in his last one. So following Kingery, it's Keston Holman and then Kalen Schnitzer. This probably right here is the biggest at-bat for the Bulldogs to get through, even though it would be the last at-bat if they can get it out, but probably the one Nebraska City Pioneer ball player who's caused the most trouble for the Bulldogs today, Tristan Kingery, with his 2-for-3 day, 2 singles. As Easton Jones now really looking warmed up on the mound. Game-winning run is at first base, or the game-leading run at this point is at first with Pelican. The game-tying run is at second with Jesus Martinez. Big at-bat for Easton Jones, and with that, Dean McIntyre will go out and have a couple of words with Easton to get them all settled in. 2 outs, 2 runners on in this top of the 7th inning. Winner goes on to the championship match to take on Gretna East with a state tournament bid on the line. Jones now will glance into McIntyre. Take a long stare at second, but step off. As now Dean McIntyre once again will go out and have a talk with Easton Jones. As I wonder if there's some miscommunication on the pitch. What pitch was going to be thrown. 2 down in this top of the 7th inning. Easton Jones at the plate. Gets ready to fire in his first pitch to Kingery. He fires. That one drilled out to right field, but it was fouled off from Kingery for strike number 1. 0-1 the count now. Probably the tensest moments of all season long right here. And that's even including the Central City Centura game when the Bulldogs made it to extra innings. 0-1 now to Kingery. As Easton Jones gets the sign he likes from Dean McIntyre. He'll step off, though, once again. Take a deep breath. Probably the biggest moments of Easton Jones's baseball career right now. 0-1 with 2 down. Jones fires. It's outside, ball 1 to Kingery. Again, a walk here from Jones would load the bases for Keston Holman, who's having a tough day from the batter's box. 1-1. Jones delivers. That one slowly grounded. It's going to get into center field for a base hit. They may bring on Jesus Martinez. They will not. And with that, the bases are now loaded. For Keston Holman. We'll have a courtesy runner check in for Kingery. Probably going to be Miles Poppleton, as it always has been today, but bases are now loaded with 2 down for Keston Holman. He sacrifice bunted in his first plate appearance, struck out swinging in his second, and flew out in his third. The game on the line with the bases loaded and 2 outs in this top of the 7th inning. As Easton Jones sets and delivers. That one skied up, but it's going to fall out of play foul along the first base side for strike number 1. Again, winner of this game moves on to the championship match tomorrow against Gretna East. Bulldogs 2 strikes away from potentially a berth to their first district championship as Holman swings and misses for strike number 2 as Easton Jones went to the fastball. Here we go, 0-2 with the bases loaded. Jones, long glance at McIntyre. As now it's Keston Holman going to step off and take a deep breath. As here we go, 0-2 the count. Jones delivers. Oh, just barely outside. Ball number 1, 1-2 the count. Good patience from Holman to not swing. But all that lead up for a ball 1, 1-2 the count now with 2 down. And the base is still loaded. Jones, the 1-2. That one foul back to the netting. Still 1-2 the count. Bases are loaded though. There is a force out at every bag. 1-2 with 2 outs. Jones once again, his payoff pitch. Skied up, straight into the heavens. Caden Johnson comes on to grab it, and the Bulldogs have done it for the first time in program history in their inaugural season nonetheless. They make it to a district championship match after being down 3 runs. In the bottom of the 2nd inning, the Bulldogs battle back and win this game 5-4, ending Nebraska City's season and clinching an opportunity to take on Gretna East tomorrow with a state tournament bid on the line. Unbelievable stuff from this Bulldogs team. And they couldn't have done it any other way. We've talked all season, whether it be head coach John Byrne, assistant coach Ricky Holm. It doesn't matter who you talked to. They talked about the resilience of this team. And yet again, it showed right here. The Bulldogs in trouble, down early 3 runs. They bounced back in a huge way to pick up the victory. 5-4. Unbelievable stuff. 4 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for Nebraska City. 5 runs on 5 hits, 3 errors for North Platte High School. And just like that, the Bulldogs, in their first season as a program, make it to the District B-3 championship match against Gretna East tomorrow at a time that is still to be determined. But what a way this game ends. And what a performance specifically from Jack Polk. After again giving up those 3 runs in that top of the 3rd off of those 3 errors, Polk was able to keep calm, batten the hatches down, and will his team to this victory going almost all the way to the wire. And with that, the Bulldogs continue their season. We're going to step aside and we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, Quick Stop post-game show right here at FM 98.1, AM 1410. You know, as always, video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Are you or a loved one in need of medical equipment to improve your quality of life? Look no further than Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment. Their state-of-the-art and affordable medical products are specifically designed to return your independence. From manual and power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and lift chairs to walking aids, ramps, hospital beds, and bath safety products. They have everything you need to make your home a comfortable and safe place to live. They can even provide CPAP and BiPAP equipment and supplies, as well as oxygen equipment and supplies. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Gretna East as North Platte High School pick up the fantastic 5-4 victory here to advance on to the next round of the B-3 district tournament. They defeat number 3 seeded Nebraska City. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if I can handle these close games any longer because boy, oh boy, man, does it really take a lot out of you to sit here and sit and anticipate all the I won't say the nonsense, but the heartbreak and the turmoil that could be coming. But the Bulldogs yet again pull out a fantastic performance and really showed yet again the resilience that this team is just known for, and they've been known for this entire season. No matter what ups and downs they have from game to game, you will always know that no matter what, they're going to put their best foot forward all the time, and yet again they did so right here. Trailing in the top of in the second inning, they gave up 3 runs on 3 errors in the most embarrassing of ways those errors were. You should talk about, and people talk about, well, that shouldn't bring a team down, but the way those happen, pretty routine outs that unfortunately resulted in easy runs coming across for Nebraska City, it could have put a young team like the Bulldogs that aren't as experienced as some of these other teams in the district tournament realm, out of their mojo, out of their game, and out of their headspace. But yet again, the Bulldogs were able to prevail. They were able to hold on. They were able to continue grinding the game out and not letting Nebraska City continue to pour runs on top of them. After those 3 runs, Nebraska City only put up 1 run the rest of the game, and all thanks in part to Jack Polk, the starting pitcher, who went 6 2/3 innings. He gave up 6 hits, 2 earned runs in the victory for North Platte High School, even though the save will go the way of Easton Jones as he was able to batten the hatches down in the last inning. It really was Jack Polk that kept this team together and kept this team just fully in this game. The hitting, Dean McIntyre, a fantastic performance from him, but Jack Polk was able to keep this team grinding, keep this team alive, and because of that, he will be our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game. Ameriprise Financial, I probably should grab my sheet before I say that. Just be safe here, because my brain's all over the place right now with that victory, but Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game, of course, goes to Jack Polk. When money matters, talk to Marshall Doty, Mark Tillman, and Jacob White, financial advisors with CIO Wealth Strategies, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, in North Platte, Nebraska. You can talk to them about all your professional financial service needs. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Now, tomorrow, the Bulldogs will be making their very first district championship match in program history. Let's give a quick round of applause. Everybody, quick round of applause for that. That is insane. In your first year, to not only produce an above 500 record in as late of a turnaround as they did, but also make it to a district tournament, win their first game, and make it into a championship game. Unbelievable stuff. Now, that game, of course, is happening tomorrow. So far, it is to be determined in when that time will be for that game. But I can give you a little bit of a birdie hint here, as I heard through the woodworks of the people that were sitting right next to me. It is supposedly being aimed at a 3 o'clock start tomorrow for the championship game between Gretna East and the Griffins in North Platte High School, supposedly. I'm not going to fully say that. You'll have to stay tuned to NorthPlattePost.com on all of our social medias and our Twitter pages, as well, of course, North Platte High School's social media pages, as they will also have all the information you need. But so far, that is when the time is being thrown around. 3 o'clock tomorrow for the championship game, of course, here at Gretna East. I think I saw head coach Ricky Holm, or head coach John Byrne and assistant coach Ricky Holm waltz down to the car. So I don't think we're I always get forgotten. I've talked to Ricky before I even got to the ballpark. But that's okay. I'll talk to Ricky tomorrow when, again, I'm just going to say it. Maybe they win tomorrow. I'll still talk to them either which way. With either they win or they lose, I'll still have a word with head coach Holm. Oh, wait a minute. That might be head coach Holm right there, maybe making his way on up here. Well, maybe. We're going to give it a little bit of thought and hold it out here real quick. But, man, what a season this has been for the Bulldogs. Can we all just, take a minute to grasp, what happened this season for North Platte High School? They were late, very last day, I think, of making the decision of do they want to play baseball this year. Very last day, they decided they were going to do it. They had to get a team together, had to find a coaching staff. They got the coaching staff in place. They found the team, and then they got to practicing. And, of course, you can look at some of the other teams around the Nebraska area that are in their first season, Aurora being one of the teams. Only one win this season for Aurora and the Huskies, a program that is still trying to find its footing. A lot of other teams, Omaha Buena Vista, Omaha Benson, all these other teams, the Benson Bunnies, they're still trying to find their footing in the baseball world. North Platte came right out of the rip and just hammered it home and really took it to everybody in Class B with Class C, and then, they lost to Grand Island, Class A with Kearney in the one game that they won. And really they took this whole thing to a whole new level and are now on the precipice of a state championship, I don't want to get way too ahead of myself. I mean, we'd all love a state championship, but a district championship. We are on the verge of that potentially happening, but yet again, just like I say all the time, you got to get through what you've been given, and they have to get through the number one team here in this Class B-3, which, of course, is Gretna East. Coach, I see you meandering. I hope you're meandering up to the press box here, Coach. I'm just kind of staring him down. I think he's coming. We'll see. But, again, tentative time for tomorrow, 3 o'clock for the district championship game between Gretna East. That is the tentative time. So you can, of course, always watch it right here, NorthPlattePost.com, or Eagle Video Streams on YouTube. And the winner of that gets, of course, the bid into the state tournament, which is next week. And those times, of course, haven't been announced yet because state tournament is all the classes combined in just one long week. So you will have to kind of just sit, wait, and kind of just meander about to see, when that's going to happen. But, of course, you can't jump that bridge, you can't jump that shark yet until tomorrow's game, which is at 3, potentially. Don't listen to me. Well, actually, listen to me in a sense, but don't listen to me in a sense. You know what I mean? It might be 3, it might not be 3. Coach maybe is here. I don't know. He was meandering about. Maybe he's meandering his way up here. Do not know. We're going to step aside and take a real quick break. And if we come back, head coach John Byrne or assistant coach Ricky Holm will be here to talk about that game. If not, I will see you all tomorrow.
Buying a car is not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a